Welcome to another episode of Pixel to Plate, the series where I try to recreate every single recipe from The Sims 4. Now I go in order, so this video usually has 3 parts. The part where I play it in The Sims 4, actually cook it in the game. The part where I cook it in real life, and the part where I taste test it and give it a score of how good it actually is. So without further ado, let's go into it. Let's see what recipe we're going to cook today. Let's go. We're back at the laptop, so let's see what we're going to cook today. Okay, so this is my alter ego. As you can see, do we look alike? At least a little bit. Okay, let's see. Let's click here, cook. Okay, today's recipe is japchae. Japchae? I'm not sure. Japchae are sweet potato starch noodles stir-fried with vegetables and meat, and is one of Korea's best-loved dishes. It was once a royal dish, and it is now an essential dish for traditional holidays and special occasions as well. It is commonly served as a side dish, but you can easily eat this as well over rice as japchae bap, or alone as a main dish. This is so exciting. I remember when I started playing The Sims, they didn't have all these international recipes. So it's so much fun that there's so much variety right now. Like the things we cooked previously, pao de cuello and rice cakes. And now there's japchae. I think that's amazing. So I love that. Okay, let's have her cook japchae. Japchae? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see how she actually cooks it. Ooh, I'm curious what's in the fridge. Is that the leftovers we had? It's pretty cool. I don't remember having pizza though. Okay, bunch of vegetables. Does she just... Oh, don't cut yourself. How is her level not going up? We should level up today. I was also thinking of giving her like an actual chef job and just playing with her just randomly, so her skills would be a little better when I try to cook for this series. But let me know. Okay, so she kind of like, this doesn't, she always drops that thing, but like her cooking never really makes sense. The Sims really needs to do better with the animation. Or is it my level that's just super bad? Ooh, okay, level up, nice. We got a bunch of new things to do. Okay, this is japchae. It doesn't look fantastic. I think they could have done a better job with just the animation. It says a lactose-free quality normal. Okay, so this is her dish. She didn't make it over rice, so I think I'm going to do it just a regular dish. I'm not going to make japchae bap. But this was today's recipe. Oh, let's take a photo and then I'm gonna go back to cooking it. So let's see. Okay, we have one more picture for our cooking wall. So now let's go back to just cooking it in real life. Let's go. All right, so today we're going to cook japchae, which is a Korean stir-fried noodles and vegetables. I'm going to follow the recipe by Monkchi. This one here, I am going to link it below if you want to try to make it as well. It seems really easy to make. It just seems easy to make. I have all the ingredients prepped already, unlike usual, because I never do that. So I thought, let's try something new. So first we're going to try to do the meat. I think the one in game was with vegetables. It had no meat, but we're going to make the meat version. So first I'm going to make the meat, then I'm going to make the egg garnish, and then I'm going to make the actual noodles and vegetables. So we're going to do that. So the first thing I have to do is combine my choice of meat to soy sauce, brown or white sugar, and toasted sesame oil in a bowl. Mix well by hand until the sugar is well melted. Cover and let sit for 5 minutes. Then I have to heat a skillet and cook the marinated meat, stirring with a wooden spoon for about 4 to 5 minutes until cooked thoroughly. Then remove from the heat and set aside. Here I have all the meat, which I'm going to put aside. Now let's get started on the egg garnish. It says whisk the eggs and salt in a bowl, then strain into another bowl so it's totally smooth. Discard the stingy bits remaining in the strainer. Heat the vegetable oil in a large nonstick skillet over medium-high heat and swirl it around for evenly coat the skillet. Wipe off the excess oil with a paper towel, turn down the heat to low, and add the egg mixture to the skillet. Lift and tilt the skillet around so that the egg spreads into a large circle that covers the bottom of the skillet. Let it cook for a minute until the bottom of the egg pancake is lightly cooked but not brown. Flip the egg pancake and remove from heat. Let it cook by the heat remaining in the skillet for a few minutes. Transfer to a cutting board. Let the pancake cool for a few minutes, then slice it into thin strips. Cover the strips with plastic wrap to keep them from drying out. Here I have the eggs, which I'm going to put aside. Now let's make the seasoning sauce. It says combine the soy sauce, brown or white sugar, ground black pepper, and garlic in a bowl and mix well with a spoon until the sugar is dissolved. Cover and set aside. Now it's finally time to put the japchae together. The recipe does call for spinach. I'm not going to use it because I frankly hate it. So I'm going to do everything like the recipe except for the spinach. I also think I soaked too many ear mushrooms because it said to soak like 4 or 5, and I was like, that's way too little because they're tiny when they're dried. But look at this. Do you see how big it is? I did not know that because I never cook with them. So I'm going to have slightly more than the recipe calls for, but that's fine. So let's see. The recipe says drain the wood ear mushrooms and put them on your cutting board. Cut off the tough stems and discard them. Cut the scabs into bite-sized pieces and put them into the pot. Add the king oyster mushrooms, carrot, and onion to the pot. Add 1/4 cup vegetable oil and 1/4 cup water to the pot. Mix well everything in the pot with both hands so that all the vegetable and mushrooms are nicely coated with oil. This will not only prevent the ingredients from turning brown from the seasoning sauce, but will also keep them from burning when you cook. Spread the spinach, avoid this part, drain the noodles and cut them into 5 to 6 inch lengths with scissors. Place them on top in the pot. Drizzle the seasoning sauce on top of the noodles. Cover and cook for 10 minutes over medium-high heat. Open the lid and stir and gently toss all the ingredients with a wooden spoon and tongs for 1 to 2 minutes until all liquid has evaporated and noodles are nicely cooked and shiny. Add the cooked meat if using 1 tablespoon sesame oil, 1 tablespoon sesame seeds. Gently toss the mixture so all the ingredients are evenly distributed. Transfer to a large platter. It is time for the taste test. Now my other camera died, so I have to use this one. I hope that's okay. But this is the end result. Honestly, so proud of myself. I think it looked amazing. I do think it looks better than The Sims, so good job me. So let's give it a try and see. I'm not sure about these noodles. I don't know if I used the right ones, to be fair. But it's also like they stuck together so much. So let's try, I guess. How do I even try this? This is really good. I did get hit by a noodle. But this is amazing. The textures, like the flavors, all the vegetables. I was so scared that if I don't mix the vegetables, they will burn. But they cooked so nicely and it was so easy to make. Like, if you know how to make this is such a quick recipe. For me, it took longer because for one, I didn't know how to make this. I never made this before and I had to film, so I had to move the camera from place to place. But this is such a delicious recipe. Really good. Oh wow, it's sweet from the sugar, but it's not overly sweet because I was surprised by how much sugar I had to put in it. It has a really nice flavor of the sesame oil that I added in the sauces and at the end. And the sesame, like the actual sesame seeds. The eggs are really nice with everything. I do love like the pieces of meat you find scattered around. Again, vegetables so well cooked. I love this. Genuinely love this. Look at this. Maybe I could have cut the noodles a bit more. They did say to cut. I did cut them, but maybe a little more would have been better. But this is amazing. So yeah. Okay, so I have to stop eating. It's delicious. It's amazing. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10, but it is a little on the sweet side for me. It's delicious, but it is slightly sweet. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of sesame oil. Usually I do not like it, but in this recipe, I actually think it's fine. The mushrooms, again, not the biggest fan, but in this recipe, they work. So 9 out of 10, and this was an amazing recipe. We'll definitely make it again, and I'm so glad I tried it. I do think I did a better job than my sim, at least visually, so that was good. So yeah, I think this is it. I want to keep eating, but I have to finish this video. So if you liked it, please give it a like. Comment below if you've made this before. What do you think about it? What kind of variations are there? And if you haven't, please give it a try. It's so easy. I will link the recipe down below. And consider subscribing because I have a whole series that I've already filmed and that I plan on keep filming. So there will be a bunch more episodes and I'll be so excited to have you here. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.